Hello guys, welcome to our channel Random Dictation. Subscribe our channel for more dictations on daily basis.
Be ready. Start. A written statement was filed in which several pleas were raised, including that the defendant was not in opposition to get the tenants evicted from the premises. Stop. It was also pleaded that the suit for permanent prohibitory injunction was not maintainable in view of the bar under section 41 of the Specific Relief Act, as the suit ought to have been instituted for relief of specific performance. Stop. It appears that to avoid the objection taken in the written statement, the plaintiff applied for amendment of the plaint so as to add a relief for mandatory injunction to direct the defendant to perform the contractual obligation set forth in the agreement for sale. Stop. This application was not pressed by the plaintiff. Stop. Thereafter, a more comprehensive application for amendment of the plaint was moved, in which not only the relief for mandatory injunction but the relief for specific performance was also sought. Stop. It is this subsequent amendment application dated 28th April 2014 which has been allowed by the impugned order. Stop. Para. The contention of Shri P.K. Singh, learned counsel for the revisionist, is that since the suit was for permanent prohibitory injunction and the agreement for sale was dated 20/2/2008, the relief for specific performance of the agreement had become barred by time, but the amendment application was filed. Therefore, by allowing the amendment application, the court below has indirectly removed a fatal defect in the suit, thereby causing serious prejudice to the defendant. Stop. It has been submitted that the nature of the suit has changed because of conversion for specific performance of an agreement which cannot be allowed. Stop. Para. Per contra, Shri S.C. Tripathi, learned counsel for the plaintiff respondent, has submitted that the basis of the suit was the agreement for sale between the parties, and the suit was instituted for enforcement of contractual obligations of the parties arising therefrom. Stop. He submitted that whether the relief for specific performance is barred by time or not has been left open by the court below while allowing the amendment, and since the question of limitation could be better adjudicated after leading of evidence, keeping in mind the terms and conditions of the agreement, it would not be appropriate for this court to adjudicate the issue of limitation at this stage, particularly when the court below has left it open to be agitated by the defendant. Stop. He further submitted that it is well settled position in law that an amendment which enables the court to decide the real controversy between the parties should be allowed, particularly when it prevents multiplicity of suits. Stop. He submitted that to avoid multiplicity of suits and to decide the real controversy between the parties which relate to contractual obligations of the parties under the agreement, the amendment was necessitated and has been rightly allowed by the court below. Stop. He also submitted that the nature of the suit does not change by mere addition of relief, because ultimately the basis of the suit remains the same, which is nothing but an agreement between the parties. Stop.
The next dictation starts after 5 seconds.
Be ready. Start. Learned senior counsel appearing for the petitioner has argued before us that borrower company has availed the loan in question by creating equitable mortgage of the entire area of plot bearing Khasra numbers 692 and 693 in favor of both the financial corporations by depositing the title deeds of the land in question, and both directors of the company have stood guarantors for the loan by executing agreement of loans undertaking and bound of guarantee stop. The learned senior counsel has further argued that after the land in question being mortgaged and directors of the company having stood guarantor for the repayment of loan by executing agreement of loan undertaking and guarantee bond, if the company has defaulted in making repayment of loan and corporations have proceeded to sell the mortgaged assets and in furtherance thereof having sold the mortgaged assets to the petitioner in public auction under section 29 of the State Financial Corporation Act 1951, and the said auction has been confirmed up to Honorable Apex Court, the assets so sold have vested in the petitioner with all rights as if transfer had been made by the owner of the property as provided under subsection within bracket 2 of section 29 of the Act, and it is now not open to borrower, company, guarantors, legal heirs of promoters, directors, and even the financial corporations to claim any right in the sold assets by saying that Jay Prakash Dubey had created only lease right in the piece of land measuring 15872 square feet for 30 years, and the borrower company had mortgaged the same right to the financial corporations, and in the given situation petitioner has acquired the same right in the land. Stop para. The learned senior counsel has submitted that in the case in question, transfer shall be deemed to have been made not only by the corporations but by the guarantor also, who has given his personal guarantee, and that guarantor being director and promoter of the borrower company, the land so transferred shall be vested in the purchaser with full rights and free from all encumbrances. Stop. He has submitted that this was the reason that when value of the mortgaged assets was assessed by the corporations before putting the same to sale, the full market value of land measuring 15872 square feet was taken into account, treating the land as freehold land and not as leasehold property, and was also sold at the same value. Stop. He has submitted that after selling the entire land, treating as freehold property coupled with delivery of possession, and petitioner having enjoyed the same for considerably long time by getting its name entered in the municipality and regularly paying the taxes, it is now not open to corporations to say that they have sold leasehold rights for the residual period of lease in the land measuring 15872 square feet, and ownership of the land still vests in the actual owner of whom the land shall be reverted back after the expiry of 30 years period of lease. Stop.